Movie buffs, welcome back to the Movie Bay. This is D, and today we're going to do our movie night picks for the week. We're going to stick to the normal formula. We're going to do an action film, a family-friendly film. We're going to do a horror film. We're going to do a film with an urban twist to it, and we're going to do a mystery slash suspense movie. This one is going to be a little bit different. This one is going to have like a little comedy to it, but it's still like a mystery thriller type of movie. You guys are going to see it. You're going to like it when you see it. But anyway, let's dive in and start with these movie night picks. The first movie for the movie night picks is a oldie but goodie. It's a Bruce Willis flick, and it is Last Man Standing. Now, this is one of my favorite Bruce Willis movies. It is fantastic. The acting, the actors that they have in this movie, the way it was set up, I think the way it was filmed, everything about this movie was fantastic. I love the story behind this movie. It was well written, well directed, great supporting cast. It's basically about a drifter who's drifting through town, Bruce Willis, and he encounters a gang. And it started off wrong. The movie started off wrong. He actually looks at a woman, and the beef is on from there. But he kind of works his way in with this one gang, and he double-crossed them and works his way in with the rival gang. You guys just got to see it. If you haven't seen this movie, I can understand. I don't know why, but I can understand. It's a Bruce Willis movie that I don't think got a whole lot of shine when it came out. But this is a fantastic movie for your movie night pick if you're looking for an action film with Bruce Willis. Now, it's not die-hard action, but it's still an action movie, and you're going to enjoy this one. Christopher Walken is in this one. It's an all-star cast is in this movie, so go ahead and check it out. Next up is going to be your family-friendly movie for your movie night. The whole family can watch this one and straight enjoy it. And that one is, this one is Into the SpiderVerse. Now, this is a movie that came out earlier this year. It's an animated version of Spider-Man. It's in an alternate timeline where Peter Parker is not really the star Spider-Man. Peter Parker is in this, but it's Miles Morales, who's a Afro-Latina, is the star of this one. He is the Spider-Man of this dimension. Go ahead and check out Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. You're going to like this. Next up is a straight horror movie. Now, I'll be honest with you, when I first saw this movie many moons ago, I didn't know what to expect of it because I never heard of it. But when I saw it, I said, wow, this is deep. Darkness Falls. If you've seen this movie, you already know what this movie is all about. This movie is scary as hell. I mean, it's really good. I thought it was a B movie. I think it was a B movie at the time. I'm not sure how strong of a following this had in the theaters, if it made it to the theater or not. I don't really know the history on this movie because I don't recall seeing it in theaters or any kind of advertisements for it being in theaters, but I picked it up. It was on DVD, and it's a great movie. It's basically about this spirit who is stalking these people down, but it won't attack you if you're in the light. As soon as you step out of the light, it's on. This movie is deep, and it's scary. It's legitimately scary. It's a good movie, good acting, good effects, and it's got that creep element. So a lot of horror movies are watered down. This one definitely got the creep effect. Next up, we're going to take a look at your movie with your urban twist to it. It's not an all-out urban movie, but it's urban enough. And this is a classic. You guys are going to love this one if you've never seen it. But I'm quite sure you've seen this one. And that's White Men Can't Jump, starring two heavyweights, Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes. Two heavyweights. At the time of this movie, these two guys was they was it. So it's basically about two basketball hustlers who become friends. Wesley Snipes sell Woody Harrelson out over money, and you just got to see this movie. Their friendship goes through a lot, but in the end, they kind of work things out. Fantastic movie. Woody Harrelson, his character is really struggling harder than the Snipes character in this movie. But what Wesley do to him is just flat out wrong. But he redeems himself a little bit. You got to see this. This is a movie about friendship, a real friendship that goes through the turbulations of a friendship. So check out White Men Can't Jump. It's got an urban twist to it. It's got a comedic twist to it, and it's got a heartbreak twist to it. This is a good film, guys. Check it out. Last but not least, this is your thriller, but I wanted to throw a curveball at y'all this week with this one. It's a thriller, but not in the sense of what you're thinking, and that's Clue. I know everybody saw Clue, and if you didn't, I don't know where you've been, but this movie right here is fun. This is probably fun for everyone. It got some raunchiness to it, but not much. Nothing that I think that a child of a certain age can't watch and enjoy and have fun laughing at this one. They basically stand in this mansion or castle, whatever the hell it is, and they're trying to figure out who is the killer. The killer is, I think, is Mr. Body. So they're trying to find out who is Mr. Body. They all getting killed off one by one, and the end is going to have you like, what? But if you can get around to getting Clue, I'm going to say this about Clue. If you are a collector, now for me, I am what you would call a serious collector. But you got collectors out there who are like collectors, who might have a couple hundred films in their collection, and they're not really growing their collections at a rapid rate. They just got they get a few films here, there. So even if you're a light collector or a serious collector, 9 out of 10 if you're a serious collector, you have this. But if you're a light collector, you want a hard copy of this one. You'll hear me say that about certain films. Some films I fear is going to go out of print and you won't be able to get, or if you do get them, it'll cost you a premium if you wait. Some films I just really feel like you want that hard copy of it so you can watch it when you want to watch it. And real quick, so that's why I collect. I collect so I can watch certain films when I want to watch them. Now, I have a subscription to all the streaming services, Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, all of those. But in between the three of them, I can generally find something that I want to see, generally. But there's times where I want to see, and Amazon Prime is a good example of when I see something on there that I really want to watch. A lot of times you have to rent it, and it's like $3 to $5 to rent that movie. Especially, a lot of the movies in my collection is the movies that if I'm sitting down watching a movie on a streaming service, I might say, damn, I want to watch Scarface right now. I'm in the mood to watch Scarface. And if I come across it on one of the streaming services, I might find it on Amazon, because Amazon got good movies, but a lot of the good stuff on Amazon, they want to charge you for it. So that's why I say, don't rely on the streaming services for movies that you really like, movies that you hold as classics. Like for me, I hold this movie as a classic, like a straight classic. I gotta have a hard copy of movies that I consider to be classic films. Anything else, if I get a hard copy, I get a hard copy. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. So that's your movie night picks and a quick one. I'm gonna do a full video on really why I collect, because a lot of people ask me, why do I still collect films in this day and age of streaming? And I'll answer those questions in the next video. We're going to talk about why I collect and why I think you should collect. This is D from the Movie Bay. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for your support.